Alright guys, welcome in. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. I'm not Levi. I don't have a weird Columbus map behind me, just there. I don't even have a fucking cat. But we're still going to do the best we can here today. Alright, this is going to be the week 2 preview. Now, starting with Levi and Brady. We got too much gore going up against Rivers and Rhodes. Now, I'm going to start with Brady here. Brady, if you spend any time with him, I mean any time at all, you're going to know one thing. And that one thing is that he is the best fantasy player that God himself has ever created. And because of that, I don't think really anything else matters. Obviously, I'm kidding. One little stat to throw out for you is Phillip Rivers has last week alone threw the ball to his running backs 6 times for 88 yards. That bodes well for Brady having Melvin Gordon. On top of that, Phillip Rivers is also known to be Charlie check down. He's going to be down late, and he's going to throw for 647 yards in the fourth quarter. And that bodes well for anyone on that offense. But another person it bodes well for is who has Phillip Rivers, and that's Levi. So, moving on with Levi's team, he's honestly got, let's see, not only is Phil, okay, so Phil's playing actually the Bills. I should have realized that when I said he was going to be down in the fourth quarter. But, I'm sticking with it because Phil is a man of habit, and he'll somehow find a way to be down to the Bills in the fourth, but he'll probably come back and win because Bills. So, even with all that said, I think it's going to be a close game. That's why it's my game of the week. But I think Brady is taking the victory here. So moving on. We got Breeze Nuts, which is Blake, versus Verve Energy Drinks, which is not only a delicious and healthy pyramid scheme, but it is also the name of Sam's team. So Sam is going to need AP to have another big week. He's going to need Deshaun to have a good day against Tennessee, which I think is definitely doable. And then also, one little prediction here, he's starting old Feet Hands, old Ted Ginn, and I don't think that bodes well. I think Feet Hands puts up a goose egg this week. Breeze is playing the Browns. It's a much improved Browns team, but are they that improved on the defensive side of the ball, or does Roethlisberger just suck? I think it's the latter. So, with that being said, I think Breeze is going to carve up that defense. I like him starting Matt Bryan at kicker because the Falcons' offense fucking sucks. So they're going to move the ball down to the other team's 30-yard line, and then Blake's going to get a 47-yard field goal every fucking time. So that bodes well for him. Matt may be his biggest scorer, thinking like 30 points. If I know Steve Sarkisian, and I do, I know him about as well as a bottle of Hennessy. So I think Blake is going to blow out Sam in this one. Moving on. We got the McAfrican Americans versus Goodwin Hunting, which is Frank and Alex, not respectively. Reverse that. I think Cam, good thing for Alex, I think Cam goes off again against ATL. He always does. Which also bodes well for that Carolina defense that he's starting. One thing I will say about Alex that may be a detraction from his team is he's starting Geronimo fucking Allison. I don't know. I don't get it. Also, OBJ is playing not great Dallas defense, so I think he might go off there. On the other side, Frank, Stafford has morphed into a trash can, so he's going to either need to stream a quarterback or he's going to need to put all his faith in Mitch Trubisky, hopefully finding those wide-open wide receivers. I think Dalvin has a better day. I mean, not that he had a bad week 1. We had a terrible fumble that could have got Frank a lot more points. And yeah, he's going to need his running backs to do better than they did. I think that can happen with Fournette probably starting. So I think in this one, though, I think because Alex is playing better matchups, I think Alex is going to get the upset win here. So moving on, we have the Nobel Prize, Gray, versus my ball, Zach Ertz, old Patrick. Starting with Pat. We got a Pat Patrick on the back there. Wow, that was bad. For not auto-drafting this year. He still did a great job pissing Hayden off by waiting to the last second. So that was fantastic. But I think the no auto-draft hurt him. And it hurt him in that his team is not very good. With the exception of Reek. I'm sure Reek will go off again this week because we all forget how good he is. So he's going to need Reek to put up like 100 points to beat Gray, because Gray has by far the best team in the league right now. I don't see anyone coming even close to Gray. I mean, let's see, what do I even have written down here? Yeah, no, I literally have the words "not much else to say" under Gray's name, so I think Gray's going to blow him out. Moving on, we don't balkly, we just bite with old Chase, Face AIDS Kinsey. We have some weird name that Dylan has as his team that has to do with Carlos Hyde and Todd Gurley, and like a sexual thing going on there. So good job, Dylan. With Dylan's team, Tud versus Arizona, I like that matchup a lot. I like Tud versus anyone, of course, but Hyde v. Nola is a good matchup because that defense has clearly regressed when you let Ryan Fitzpatrick bring out the Fitz magic against you week 1. Let's see. Oh, and Will Fuller. He's got Will Fuller. Will Fuller's due for one of his 2 touchdown games, so I think that's going to happen against Tennessee. And then on Chase's side, he's got injuries for 1 more week, probably, in the key players of Carson Wentz and Alshon. So he's going to need Saquon to step up big, and I don't see him overcoming that again. I think Chase off to an 0-2 start unfairly, because I think otherwise he's got a pretty good team, but I think Dill gets this one in a close one. And then last but not least, we got Krispy Kreme, myself versus Roethlisberger. I barely know her in Hayden. So really all that needs to be said here is that I guess I'm not going to jinx myself. I don't think Hayden's team is very good. I don't think it was very good after the draft, but I really don't think it's good now. That being said, I will never pick myself, and I think Hayden's going to win in a big blowout here just because of karma, because I've been kind of mean to him lately in fantasy. So, yeah, with that being said, oh, and Tom's got a tough matchup against Jacksonville. There you go. There's some actual analysis. So with that being said, boys, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone has a great week, except for Brady and Gray. Fuck both of you. And, yeah, let's just have fun, boys.